Okay, welcome to your yoga class. My name is Catrice Caro, and as always, this is Mindful Movements class. And before we begin, as always, thank you. As I sit here as a teacher teaching a class, and you might be a student, you are still my student, so you are teaching me. So I am the teacher, you are the student, as you are the teacher, and I am the student. I am because you are because I am. Yo soy porque tú eres porque yo soy. So thank you so much. We are going to start sitting down. So whenever you're ready, grab your mat. And it's supposed to be done in the morning. So get into a seated, comfortable position. Whether you're crossed, whether you're in lotus, I want you to just really integrate into this mat, right? So hips really pushing deep into the mat. Bring your hands to your knees. I want you to bring your pointer finger and your thumb together. Bring these three fingers out, and I want you to straighten those elbows. Have your wrists all the way down so elbows are nice and straight. And I just want you to sit here with your eyes closed. Every inhale, I want you to connect a little bit deeper with your body and first bring it to a really calm state. Regulate your forehead. Let your eyes begin to sink. Relax your shoulders. Let your heart begin to open up. Your belly dissolve, sink into your hips, keeping those arms nice and straight as possible. I want you to find such a sense of calmness here. Take your tongue off the roof of your mouth, let your eyes sit, let your neck become heavy. I want you to just focus on your line of chakra. I want you to begin to inhale through the nose. Let it tap the crown of your head. Go into your third eye. Follow this focus. Let it go to your throat. Let it enter your heart. Let it go to the top of your belly, lower belly, pelvis. I want you to continue to close your eyes, straighten these arms nice and long. And just focus on that line chakra. Exhale, pelvis, lower belly, top belly, heart, throat, third eye, crown. And as you continue that line of energy, I want your body to begin to feel that vibration. As you create that energy of chakra line down your spine, pelvis and crown connection, I want you to feel an overwhelming sense of love for showing up on this mat and continuing a practice. Continuing to show up on the mat out of self-love, out of devotion, out of the conquest of stepping into the higher self. You are not doing this to become better. You're doing this because you deserve it, and you are worthy, and you are love. Your aura will shine bright so that you can pass it on to as many people as you can. As you continue, I want you just to think of all that energy from your chakra lines going right through your arms, into your elbow, into your palm, letting it shoot out your fingers. I want you to think of the universe shining this bright light in the very top of your head, and as it enters the top of your head, it's going up and down your chakra, creating like an electric bolt, and it's connecting to the bottom of your fingers. And as you sit here with all of this energy building up, I want you just to think about what it is that you are ready to call in, what it is that you are ready to let go, and most importantly, what it is that you're worthy enough and what you deserve. We practice because we deserve it. I want you to feel so much abundance within this beautiful body of yours. And before we begin, I want you to connect that this body that you sit here in creating this meditation is the same body that got you to this yoga mat. This body is much more than we give it credit for. It is the body that gets you to the right people, to the right places, to the right times, to the right practices, to listen to the right music, to read the right books, and to have divine experience. So for a moment, continue this line of energy as the universe pours into you and you connect to your crown chakra all the way down to your sacral chakra in your pelvis, and let it connect to your fingertips, and sit here with all of this power and electricity, and continue to make the commitment to let that power and electricity pass through you as we begin to find movement. So when you're ready, you'll begin to open up your eyes. As you open up your eyes, I want you just to have a smile on your face. Feel really excited for exactly what this practice is going to give you. Grab both your hands together and roll your wrist. Make the full intention. Keep it nice and light, right? So don't force your wrist. Just let them roll nice and gentle. Bring both of your hands. Take a big inhale. Exhale. And just stretch overhead and hold here for a second. Bring right arm down, left arm on the top. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Sink just a little bit deeper here. I want you to think about anything that could just be in this right shoulder. And so as gravity, right, we're not pulling, just letting gravity take hold. As this hand walks out, I want you to just think about anything that this beautiful trap and shoulder could be holding onto. Take an inhale. Think what liberation would feel like. Feel liberation in your whole body. Continue to make space for what could enter. Inhale. Roll your head back. Exhale. Roll it to the right side as the left arm begins to come down. Right arm finds the left side of the head. Inhale. Again, don't pull, just let gravity do its magic. Every exhale is going to make this middle finger go out a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Let it sink just a little bit more. What is this left side holding? This is your creative side. So whatever it's holding, let it go. And even if we don't know exactly what that is, just make the intention to let that tension go. Last one. Bring both hands up. You're gonna clasp your hands so that they come together. Find them on the back of your head. Take the biggest inhale of your life. Make yourself long, so push that belly button in. Pull it up, and you're gonna curl your elbows in so that they come to your head. And you're gonna drop your elbows down. And as you drop your elbows down, I want you to curl your back like a scaredy cat, right? So kind of like cat-cow, inhale. Curl it all in, exhale. And I want you to find the tension in that back. So right along your spine, you have those two lines of muscles that go all the way down. Big inhales. Exhale, push the belly button in. Make your back pushed out. And as you feel the tension here in your spine, I want you to think about two hands holding that back. And there's every exhale, those hands let go of that grip. I want you to think about all the things that could be holding you back in this moment, where you are right now in your process, in your journey. And every inhale, exhale with the intention, fully letting it go. You'll inhale, next one, push that belly button in, pull yourself all the way up, bring your hands behind your back, put a smile on your face, take a big inhale, exhale, push your heart open, drop your head, open your mouth, stick your tongue out, continue to inhale and exhale, and think of your tongue that's sticking out as removing. You are detoxing from what is not serving you. way back up, pushing that belly button in. Hands onto your knees. You're gonna inhale, roll forward. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, forward. Stick to the same way at first. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Last one. Inhale. Now go the other way. Inhale, left. Exhale. You're going through your hips. Big inhales. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And now here I want you to make cat and cow, right? And I just want you to connect to your spine. So inhale, curl it in. Exhale, push that belly out. Hands go back, and I want your hands to drop all the way to your hips. Inhale, curl it in, knees. Exhale, hips arc. Inhale. Now, big breath. Inhale. Now, as you continue to do this, continue your breath, big movements. I want you to connect to that spine. Let go of what is being stuck in that spine, what is being held in that spine, what is keeping you stuck from getting to every place you really want to go. Continue. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, I am worthy. Inhale, exhale, I'm ready. Inhale, exhale, I deserve every magical thing that's coming my way. Inhale, exhale, continue. All that fire. Straighten your back, close your eyes, straighten your arms all the way to your knees, and feel all of that electric power that you just created. Feel your spine vibrating. It's okay if you're shifting back and forth or moving side to side. Let that energy create. Sit with this for a minute and just acknowledge how easy it is to create, how in control we are of creating everything. This is your reality that you're constantly creating. Inhale, open your eyes. You're gonna come into all fours. And as you do, you're gonna come onto your knees. Straighten the right leg out, straighten the right leg out. You're gonna drop the left hand, and I just want you to inhale, exhale, bring over the right arm, and I want you to think of making this fingertip to toe distance as long as possible. Every inhale is gonna elevate you. Exhale. Go a little bit longer, next one. Exhale a little bit longer, and now bring this arm behind. I want you to push your hip out, and if this doesn't feel comfortable with your arm out, you can always bring your hand to hip. I just want you to focus on these hips. Inhale, exhale, I am worthy, I am ready, I deserve. Inhale, exhale, I'm worthy, I'm ready, I deserve, and I let go. Inhale, exhale, and release. Walk your hands to the very front. Keep your legs exactly the same. You're just hinged over here. Keeping your back nice and straight, as if I have a string on the top of my head and the bottom of my pelvis, and I'm just inhaling, exhaling, walking my hands out. Keep your hips exactly where they are. Sit into that inner thigh. Inhale, exhale. Find that tension and love that tension. Sit in that tension for a minute. And as the tension begins to release, I want you just to feel that inner thigh continue to loosen. Okay? Now bring that knee so that it meets the other one. Bring your legs back into this all four, right knees are right below hips. Wrists are right underneath shoulders. And you're just going to straighten out the left. So sit into that hamstring again. Find the tension. I want you to find so much love for the tension. I want you to think as if you're holding a little gentle baby that has all the tension in it, crying and screaming. Big inhales. Exhales. Sit into this a little bit more. Again, walk your hands out a little bit further if you can. Keeping your hips exactly where they are, right? We're not moving forward, not back. Hands, stay still. Continue to sit into this tension. Now I want you to walk your hands a little in, okay? And once they're in, you're gonna go to the right side. Bring that right hand to the right side. Open up, push the hips out, and either again, stretch to the back, or if this bothers your shoulder, you can always just bring it to your hip, whatever feels right. But think of really opening your heart. Let your heart begin to open and dissolve. Let your hips begin to release. Inhale. Exhale, I'm worthy. Inhale. Exhale, I'm ready. Inhale. Exhale, I'm grateful. Now bring your hand so that it comes exactly to the side. So instead of rolling it back, you're rolling it to the side, creating as much length as possible. Maybe you readjust that bottom foot, but just making length here, stretching into all of that tension. Walk your hands back to the middle, come back to all fours. Keep your knees far apart, bring your toes together. I want you to inhale, connect to that feminine, beautiful, divine energy. What makes us so powerful is women inhale, hips go back, find child's pose, and then you're gonna exhale. You're gonna keep your hands exactly as they are and your legs. You're just rolling your hips forward. So right here in child's pose, exhale, feet, see how my toes are coming with me? I'm just gonna drop my hips, open up my chest. Inhale back, exhale forward. Smile on my face. Inhale, you can close your eyes. I just want you to find fire, movement, and flow in your hips, pulling in your pelvis, pulling that belly button up. I want you to connect from pelvis, push it into your spine, open up your heart. You can go slow, and if you find a lot of comfort while you're sitting here with your hips down and maybe they're really opening, you can breathe through that. If not, really find this fluid motion of inhale, child's pose, exhale, using your knees to drop, heart opens, inhale back. Find your pace. And on the next one, straighten your legs, sink your hips, straighten your legs on that exhale. And just bring yourself all the way down to the ground. Right arm is gonna lay out, left arm is gonna bend. Okay, so you're here. Okay, right arm's out, left arm's bent. You're gonna bring yourself all the way down, lay your head down, bend the left knee, and then cross it over to the right side. And as you're here, continue to just sink into that hip, opening up the heart, opening up the belly, and the hip. Big inhales, exhale, release it, babe. Bring it all the way back, and you do the same thing on the other side. So bend in the right, left arm goes out, bend the right knee, and then you're gonna exhale, dip it out. Let your head sink. I know that there's tension in these hips. Find relaxation there. Last breath, inhale, fully release, exhale. Roll it back. Plant your hands, plant your toes, and you're gonna push yourself into your first downward dog. Inhale, belly button in, pull up your pelvis. Exhale, push yourself to downward dog. I want you to spider web these fingers so that your fingertips are in the mat and not just your palms. Sitting deep into your heels. As you sit deep into your heels, I want you to focus on the tension in your hamstrings, lengthening your back. Every inhale, find space, exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale the left hand to the right and find a nice deep twist, whether it's on the knee, the shin, or the ankle. Every inhale, create space. Every exhale, sink a little bit deeper. And please set a foundation here. Stretch into that tension. Find love for it. Don't rush through it because your foundation will determine your flow. Bring that hand back to center. Find the right hand to the left side now. Inhale. Again, inhale. Go a little bit deeper. 2 more. Make your foundation beautiful and less tense so your flow is more powerful. Bring both hands together. I want you just to walk your feet as slow as possible. to your hands. And once your feet meet your hands, I want you just to hang there. Think of my chest going towards the ground, right? So it's not that I'm curling, I'm pushing. And I want you to take your hands and just rub hamstring, legs, thighs, booty, ankles. I want you to think about all the places these legs travel, how they perfectly travel you to the right practice, the right mat, the right people, and the right places. Bend the knees, sit into the glutes. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Bring your hands to that heart center. I want you to make one last intention as you're here with your hands to heart center, because we're going to go through a little bit of a fiery flow. It's definitely going to be a fire practice, right? New self deserves a little bit of fire, so we're going to have a little bit fun with this one. Okay? So as we're here, heart center, you're going to inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, drop to your knees, keep your toes on the ground, chest stays up, elbows go in. You're going to bend at the elbows, roll it down, chin touches the ground. Inhale, roll it up to cobra, shoulders are back. Plant your toes, bring your hips up. Inhale, left leg all the way to the sky. Exhale, plant that foot. Inhale to warrior one. Keeping your hips nice and square, trying not to distance them forward. Keep your gaze on this thumb. Next, inhale and exhale, we'll switch to warrior two. Inhale deep, belly button in, pull it out. Pivot that back foot, find warrior two. Find your gaze on this left thumb. Shoulders down. Drop the left arm, right arm all the way up. Gaze now at the right fingers. Continuing that gaze. Bring that right arm down to the ground. Okay, so left foot's on the ground, right arm's down. Inhale. Hold your chest for a second here. Make the intention that what is not serving you, what is not loving you, is gone. And we have the power of that. So hold that chest tight. Inhale. Exhale. You're gonna open into that twist. So open to that left side, sitting into that left hip, chest open nice and tall. Bring both hands down. So now the left foot's forward, drop the right knee. I want you to grab this mat, just put your hands in it. I want you to think of what could be holding you back from your higher self. Be ready to fully remove it because you deserve it. Inhale. Come all the way up into this deep, deep, deep lunge. Open up your heart. Feel that freedom. Bring your hands down. That back foot is now going to step to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold. Now bring that left foot back. Inhale to warrior one. Same thing on the right side. Inhale, warrior one, keeping your hips nice and straight. Focus on these thumbs. Right, hips are square. We're not pivoting. Square. If you need to go up, go up. Now inhale, exhale to warrior two. Push these hips forward. Open these hips up. Don't think about sticking the booty out. If you look at my booty, don't stick it out. Push it in. Focus here. Next inhale. Exhale, drop the right arm down. Exhale, left arm is going to go overhead. I'm gazing these left beautiful fingertips. Next one, bring your left arm down, twist open to the right side, but before you do, inhale, grab that heart, that beautiful heart that you have, what's not loving you, it's time to let it go. What's not supporting you, time to let it go. Inhale, exhale, open up into that side twist. One more breath here. Cartwheel that hand down. Left knee is gonna go down, plant that foot, inhale. Grab whatever you need to let go on this mat. It's time to let it go so we can make room for more. Inhale, exhale, drop your knee down. Shoulders go out. Bring your hands all the way down. Now straighten this back foot. Right leg needs it. And you're gonna go all the way down for a vinyasa. If you want, drop to your knees. If not, nice tall plank. Slowly come down. Plant your top feet. Inhale, cobra, shoulders back. Plant your toes. Bring it all up into downward dog. Now, Inhale, left leg goes all the way up, okay? Bend at the knee, let this foot drop. You're gonna stack your hips. So you're gonna stack yourself. So put a lot of your weight in the right side. If this feels great and wonderful, like that beautiful hip is opening up, continue to let it open up. If you feel like you're okay with more, follow me. Inhale. Think of that biggest fear that you're holding on to right now. Fear of the unknown, fear of letting go, whatever it is. Inhale. Exhale and slowly begin to let that foot drop to the side. Straighten that bottom foot out. Let the left arm go nice and long. Put a smile on your face because you're feeling all the freedom of what it is to dip into your fears. Exhale, cartwheel your hand forward. Bring it to that tall plank. Roll it down for chaturanga, shoulders up, back, head back. Plant your toes. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Same idea. You have to exhale with the bend. Exhale with the bend and then push. Right, so see how I'm really actively using the inner hamstring to push my hips out. Take note of which hip is tight today. It's a big difference. We're talking about limiting beliefs this week. Big inhale. Exhale. Think of that fear. Make the commitment to let it go because you deserve it. Slowly begin to let that leg drop to the ground. Left leg is straight. My right arm bends over. I'm gazing here, loving what freedom comes after we dip into our fears. Inhale. Bring your hand down, both feet down. You're in this tall plank. Toes come together, knees apart. Roll it into child's pose. As you're in child's pose, your hands are going to come together in a prayer. You're going to bend at the elbow so that they come over your head. Okay. So you guys are here. Nice deep child's pose. I want you to feel so honored and so powerful. This pose is the ultimate surrender pose. I want you to surrender to all the beautiful things that are coming your way. Think of how electric you feel with all the creation you just made. As much as I guide you through, you create. Think of all the areas that the universe just spoke to you through, the places that you have tension that you can work on to find magic, fears you're holding on to so you can find magic, places that need growth and are ready for growth. And most importantly, the universe is gifting you exactly what you are ready for. So step into that, find that worthiness, find where you deserve. Sit here for one more moment in this child's pose. Sit into your hips. Exhale, big exhale. Fully release it onto this mat. And on the inhale, you're going to come into all fours. Again, cross your legs in the back. And you're gonna come into a seated position. And as you're in this seated position, I want you to bring both your hands in front of you. Okay, so you want your elbows really to be in line with your shoulders, but not creating tension, right? Not squeezing your shoulders. Relax them, okay? You're here. Inhale here. And then you're gonna exhale, open to the right side, okay? Inhale, exhale, open to the left. Again. I want you to begin to make a breath of fire. And as you're doing this, if you are on your cycle, don't do the breath of fire, just deep breaths. If you're not on your cycle, here, elbows to shoulders, big belly button pump. Inhale, belly button pump, exhale, release it. Inhale, belly button pump, exhale, release it. Inhale, exhale. Right, so we're inhaling, exhaling, my belly button's going in, exhale, out, in, out, in, out. Continue that. Continue that. Begin to feel that energy build up, that fire that you're building. Begin to feel that energy line going up and down your spine right now. Continue it. Feel the tension in your back. Push through that tension. Don't take a break. I know that your arms are probably tired. Your back is probably maybe tightening up. Push through that. Push through that tension, because when you can push through the tension, that's where the liberation is. Continue that. You are good enough. You are worthy of this. You are ready for this. You are stepping into the unknown, and that is the most magical thing you can do. Bring your hands back to the middle. Begin to warm up your hands as much as possible. I want you to close your eyes. Begin to smell the fire coming from your hands. Begin to picture the fire. I know your arms are tired. I know your shoulders are exhausted and your wrists are getting tired. Continue to make that fire. Continue your back up nice and straight. Continuing to focus on that energy line. Create that fire. Begin to think of what it smells like. What does that fire smell like? What colors are coming from that fire? Is there glitter? Is there pink? Is there orange? Continue that. You're almost there. A few more seconds here. Push your hands a little bit harder together. Your shoulders are gonna look great, I promise. Continue that. Bring your hands right in front of your heart. Feel that energy line going back and forth in your hands here. Feel the heat in front of your chest. Feel the smile take over your body. You're gonna inhale, sit into your hips, open up your chest. Exhale. Continue your hands right in front of you. I want you really to sit in your hips. Open up your spine. Open up your heart. Feel like your spine had a shell on it. Your heart had a shell on it. Everything had a shell on it, and you're letting it disintegrate, letting it go. Right? And you're being gifted this new powerful energy. Bring your hands back. Pop your chest out. Feet are gonna come right in front of you so your heels are aligned with your hips. And you're gonna inhale, top, exhale, drop your hips to the side. Inhale. And maybe your head drops back, maybe it drops to the side. Find your own passion, your own movement. Almost there, guys. Inhale, exhale. Again. Now bring both your feet together. Knees are apart, you're in that butterfly. I want you to keep your back nice and straight. Just inhale, hands up here. Exhale, dip into it. Inhale. My hips, my beautiful hips, my tight hips. Exhale, come on, sit into it, release it. It's okay. It's okay to feel tension. It's okay to feel funky in your hips. We hold a lot in these beautiful hips. Now inhale, knees come up. Exhale down. Build tension here for a minute. Inhale, exhale. Keep pumping, keep pumping. Now, as you're inhaling, exhaling, and pumping your hips, I want you to pump in that belly button. So pump in the belly button, pull it in. And again, if you're on your cycle, you could just deep breathe. Inhale. Come on, create that energy. Belly button almost there. Now, cross your knees. Bring your hands out in front of you. Palms are up. Okay? I want you just for a second to feel how much energy is going up and down your spine right now. How much liquidity is going through your hips. How much your heart is open. I want you to feel all the magnetism in your palms. And if you begin to sway forward and back, that's okay. If you sway side to side, that's also okay. I want you to feel really how powerful this beautiful body you sit in is. How this beautiful body is creating all this magical yoga. How it's awakening parts of you that you didn't even know you had. So as you sit here and you feel how you are creating practice so magical, realize that you are the creator of your reality. You are constantly creating it, and you have full capability to create your wildest dreams, your beautiful manifestations, and honestly, any reality you really want. Continue this energy line. Bring Bring your hands to your heart and your belly. Universe, thank you for guiding me to this practice. When you're ready, your knees will come together and you're slowly, as slow as possible, going to roll all the way down onto your back into Shavasana. You're going to slowly begin to close your eyes here. I want you to begin to regulate your forehead. Let your eyes sink just a little bit deeper. Let your jaw disintegrate and relax. I want your shoulders to drop. Let your neck become heavy and your head become even heavier. Take your tongue off the roof of your mouth. Begin to make your breath nice and slow, nice and faint. Follow my voice as we begin to regulate the entire body, beginning at the crown of your head. Let your eyes sink. Focus on that left eye for a minute. Let your left jaw begin to disintegrate. The left ear drops. And now focus on the right eye. Right ear drops. Right side of the face disintegrates. Right jaw. Tongue is down. Let everything here dissolve in your face. Let your neck become heavy and your head become even heavier. Let your shoulders drop. Your chest begins to open. Let your left bicep dissolve. Let your left elbow disintegrate. Left wrist, left thumb, left pointer finger, middle finger, right ring finger, pinky. Let your right shoulder drop and disintegrate. Let your bicep dissolve, elbow dissolve. Let your wrist disintegrate. Let it go into your left thumb, left pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Let your heart here just dissolve. Think of a garden that's opening up the gates, and beneath those gates is this beautiful green, vibrant garden that's blooming. And notice the difference of where your top body feels in the left and the lower part. Let your belly disintegrate. Let your hips dissolve. Feel that relaxation cover the front of your hips and the back of your hips. Let your thighs disintegrate. Your knees go. Let your shins completely dissolve. Let your ankles drop, your feet drop. As your body begins to feel fully tranquil here, I want you to just recall where you were before this yoga practice and where you are now. Where you were yesterday and where you are today. Where you were a week ago and where you are today. I want you to feel so much gratitude here as the universe perfectly aligned you to create energy, to flow through energy, and to release everything. I want you to think about the things that are no longer serving you, that you're so ready to release. I want you to think about all the things that you're calling in. And I want you to feel so proud of yourself for showing up on this mat and fully devoting yourself to this practice so that you can meet your higher self. I want you to think about what your higher self looks like, what they are doing, what they are feeling, and continue to sit into the Shavasana. Let your mind travel to the places that it needs to travel to. want you slowly to find movements in your wrist and your ankles, all of your fingertips and toes, rocking your head side to side. And as you do, begin to take really deep inhales through your nose, going into your chest, your belly, your hips. Exhaling, creating energy with that breath as you begin to slowly find movements. Maybe you rock your hips side to side, maybe you bend your knees, feet are on the ground, and you're dipping your knees side to side. I want you to inhale, stretch your hands overhead as deep as you can. Exhale and come into the womb pose, right? So roll over to one side, whether you're laying on your head or whatever it looks like. I want you just to sit here curled up in this ball for just a minute. And I want you to feel so overwhelmingly safe and secure in this practice always. This is the mother's womb. This is the womb that we come into. I want you to feel that relief that you had in Shavasana of letting that little part of you die off so that you could have this rebirth experience as you come out of Shavasana. Continue just to sit into this for just one more minute. Whenever you're ready, your left hand or right hand, whatever is easier, your hands are going to push you and elevate you to this seated position. And as they elevate you seated position, you're going to come up nice and slow, right? You just came out of a deep meditation, deep Shavasana. Welcome back. And maybe you just kind of reawaken your spine. I want you to bring your hands to your heart. I want you to thank this beautiful body that you have, not because you just have this body that's physical. You have this body that works as a vessel to get you through the spiritual experience, allow you to experience euphoria, allow you to experience love, gratitude. I want you to inhale. Think of how grateful you are for everything in life. Exhale. Inhale. Think about love and how it is literally everywhere in front of you because the universe supports and loves you. Exhale. Inhale. Feel so grateful that the universe is showing you how worthy you are for all the beautiful things that are on its way. Exhale. Thank you so much for this practice. You are as much of my teacher as you are my student, as I am your teacher and your student as well. I am because you are because I am. Hand to your heart, hand on your stomach. Just thank this body one more time for the mind-spirit connection that it can hold beyond the physical realm. Bring your hands together again. Bring both your thumbs to your third eye and just sit here for a minute and make the commitment to step out of this practice to continue to seek spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge, spiritual love. I want you to leave this practice with all three eyes open a little bit more than they were yesterday. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll close out with Om. Sound of one. Inhale deep. Exhale for Om. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful week, beautiful year, beautiful moment.